It is a pleasure to be with you, Aigan. Today we walk lightly about what Australia is, from its economy to they start celebrate in Australia. Well, start.
Niggas in my grill trying to phase me.
My name is Christopher, and I talk about some aspects about Australia. At first, I talk about culture, gastronomy, and touristic places. At first, in Australia, we have the culture like the bush. The bush is a part of the folklore and is the context of the typical savanna. Cultural aspects of Australia is typical animal. Australia, we know that is the kangaroo. The Australia culture, other cultural aspect of Australia is the religion and spoken languages. The religion is very varied. We have still predominating the Christian country, but also we have religions or prophets like Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, Hinduism, and for 2.1% we have another, and almost the 24.3% of the people of the population of Australia, they don't have any religion. Aboriginal languages, sorry about that. But in Australia, they talk like Chinese, spoken Italian and Greek. Is the most popular languages you can find in Australia. And in Australia, they have the oldest legacy of the culture of his culture is the Aboriginal people of Australia. And now I talk about the gastronomy. Some aspects or some typical dishes or typical food of Australia is the kangaroo meat pie. The meat pie is like a version of England, and is inside the pie it's meat with ketchup on top, and the kangaroo meat for me is some strange. It's strange, but it's okay. Respect. And we have veggie meat and chips, fish and chips. The veggie meat is like a chocolate or Nutella, something like that, but is salty. And for desserts, we have the pavlova and the lamingtons. This is the most typical, almost traditional dishes in Australia.
Hello everyone. Now we will talk about the festivities, music and universities of Australia. Festivities. Australia is summarized in parties, festivals, days of harmony and respect for diversity. The holidays we have are Sydney Festival Castle of Fireworks, Music and Arts. After, in January 26, is Australian National and Official Day. In this occasion, the arrival of Arthur Phillip in Sydney is celebrated with the 11 ships of the first European fleet to the foot in Australian soil. It is commemorated with sporting and cultural events, picnics and barbecues. Australia also celebrates Harmony Day to promote respect. Many festivals of comedy, music, Easter, marathons and more. Music. We have opera and musical comedies, with classical music are present in the Sydney Opera House. The singer Dame Joan Sutherland was one of the most important and famous. On the other hand, Australian Aboriginal music is an integral part of social, cultural, and religious encounters, and the variety of sound is wide. To the AC/DC is a British-Australian band formed in Sydney, Australia, by Scottish brothers Malcolm and Angus Young. Is one of the most iconic rock bands of the 45 years. In conclusion, in Australia we will find opera, rock, traditional music, and jazz. Universities. Australia National University is located in Canberra, the Australian capital, the leader in education and research. The university leadership has always been of the core values. It was one of the first universities in the world to admit students solely on academic merit and open its door to women. The University of New South Wales, located in Sydney. They are committed to pioneering research and preparing the next generation of citizens for career success. Monash University, located in Melbourne, is the largest university in Australia. Your students are very good in your profession. The university in Melbourne is graduated are in high demand employers around the world. Australia is a beautiful and peaceful place, full of respect and many activities. It's one of the best places to visit, and why not living in here?
Australian holidays. Holidays New Year's Day January 1, type New Year's description, the first day of the year. Holidays Australian Day, Day January 26, type public holiday description. I marks the anniversary of the arrival of the first fleet of British ships in Sydney Harbour. History April 4, time observation, description, Christian holiday that celebrating the resurrection of Jesus described in the New Testament.
We conclude that Australia is a diverse country where we find desert areas, tropical areas, or areas with a temperate climate. That is why its nature is also wide and varied, in addition to having a great variety of unique animals. Australia is a prominent place for adventure, sports, and nature, and it is surrounded by oceans. It is a country with a great contribution to many in addition to other activities, which make it one of the dumbbell of countries